Hi everybody, it's Carmen. No, I'm still not decent enough to put myself on camera. I'm ashamed to say it, but so I thought I'd give you a picture of me from a few years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, before I really started feeling crappy in 2010. And so I'm going to do a video of my service dog today. Let me put this back up because I don't want you to see any parts of me. So, my service dog is named Ozzie, and you guys probably remember that. But I placed some strategic things down here so you can see some of the things that he does for me. He's in his kennel right now, but when I call him out, he'll come. There's some keys. There's some, a bottle, a box. That's a flashlight. That's a electronic cigarette pack. It's not paper like real cigarettes, but it has those little things in it where the metal cigarette goes in the cartridges. So it has some weight to it, and then his leash. And I just remembered I forgot to put his vest on so you can see him vested. So I'm going to stop this after I finish giving you some details, and then when we come back, I will, you'll be able to see him do some things. Picking up things is just one of the things he does for me. He does about 15, he was trained to do about 15 different things for me. And they range from picking up things, turning off light switches, turning on light switches, retrieving my water bottles from the refrigerator, answering the telephone, which my daughter's phone is over here, but I'm with my daughter, not at home, and it sits just right there. But I'm not going to have him get that because he has a little handle on my phone that I have, which is in storage, and since we're with my daughter, since my son died, and so he has a handle on the side of the phone that allows him to retrieve it when it rings, but she doesn't have that on hers. So if I let him do it, he would undoubtedly, with his mouth, press a button and answer it or hang up or something like that. So I don't have him do that task for me here, unless I just need him to get it for me, not when the actual call is coming in, because, you know, he would probably disconnect the call trying to retrieve it. Let's see. He'll brace. Maybe I'll do a brace with him. I'll have to do that with my cam on the computer because I'll have to have my hand free so I can have him brace, and I'll show you how he helps me get up. There's two ways he helps me get up from a seated position. He does it with brace, which he comes in front of me, and that allows me to push myself up on him. And he's real big for that reason because he does help me with mobility, so versus me having a small dog. He also will take a gadget, which I'll show you in the next one, and I can hang it on a door, like if we're out in public with stores that have doors that are not electronic and, you know, or sliding. I can put one of his little things on the outside of a door, and he will open, you know, a public door for me. He'll pull it open for me and hold it and allow me to take the device off, and then we'll go in together, okay? So he does that. He also, if I'm sleeping and I'm breathing funny because I have asthma, he will wake me up and alert me. If I need help, he will go and get help for me. He knows what to do. I give him a command. Let's see, he can also pull me up from a seated position. I don't use that one anymore, even though he was trained to do it, because what I find is it's like a tug of war. You know, not tug of war. Is that what it's called? We used to play with those little things as a kid. Like one team would be on one side of the rope, another team on the other side of the rope, and you just kind of pull and see who gets in the mud. It's kind of like that. I'll have one end. It has a handle, and he'll have like the rounded end that he can put in his mouth and pull me up. I don't use that as much, only because, you know, when you're trying to get up, that doesn't always work. Sometimes if my legs are so weak that I cannot maneuver well, it just means sometimes I'll slide and fall. So I don't use that. I use the brace. He also will, you know, he follows commands and things like that. He knows to sit, go back, turn. What else? I'll do some of those on here so you can just kind of see. Now, what I will say, I'm going to warn you because I'm getting kind of up in about 5 minutes, so I don't want to go too long on this. But what I will say is that he is a treaty head. He loves treats and he loves working. All service dogs love working, and they love working for treats. Some service dogs, you can have them do tasks for you and give them a treat afterwards. He is not one of them, because he will totally lose his mind, and once you give him the first one, all the other tasks after that are sloppy. So I don't treat him. If I do, I treat him after everything is done, and I don't do it every time so that he doesn't expect it. Sometimes his treat is a pat on the head. Most times, that's what it is, because he gets unfocused. And I'm going to show you a demonstration of it to prove it to you. Don't take my word for it, but I see you in a minute. I'm over 6 minutes. I'll see you in a minute so you can just meet my beloved partner, Ozzie. Okay? See you in a moment.